Welcome back, everybody, to some more EU4 with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we took a few provinces out of Western Europe with the help of Poland leaving the coalition and granting us the ability to declare on them. This episode, we had to declare war on Great Britain immediately so they couldn't join the coalition, because they would have, and that's exactly what we did. We're not probably going to be dealing with any of their colonial ventures. We don't have anything over there. We don't really have a dog in that fight. They do have some land down south, which will probably end up doing the same thing we did last time. And essentially just sending a group over. Which I think we'll do straight away, in fact. Can we get down there right now? No, so we'll start moving troops in that direction. Because again, we'll get open borders at some point, I'm sure. They only need open borders with air, technically, to get through. But what we need to prioritize is getting our ground units across the border. Which they are stalling us in doing so. I mean, it makes sense, but I would quite like them to get out of the way. There we go. So that's one stack over. 52. That's so we can't quite take those together, but these three we can. Get out of the way. We can take those three stacks. 121,000 troops off the get-go. I don't know how many of their troops are on their mainland. That's the variable we don't know. So I'm going to move these three stacks over together to try and scout what they might or might not have. But they don't really have anything in the capital, that's for sure. How are you going to take the 21st? Okay, beautiful. Attach. 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 Then you two can come in together. Now hopefully that will be enough troops over here. Do something like that. Move you to Constantin. And then there's a two-stacker. Stack you guys up. Move you across. Perfect. Okay. We want to go over to London, which is only a level 3 fort. That makes no sense. We should also siege out Calais, I guess, while we're here, which is only a level 2 fort. Made some interesting decisions. Can we come through air yet? No, we cannot. I don't want to spend the Diplo point, but will you let me through? You will? That's very kind of you. Let's go try and siege Canada. There's probably a load of troops down here that's going to surprise me, like the Dutch did, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're just going to sit our big stack in Dogger Bank, so this 65 stack of ships can't go anywhere. More separatist sentiment, unfortunate. Would be ahead of time. I might get that for more morale, but I'm not going to right now. I'm going to have you move back across the channel, because I don't want you stuck here. Split you guys up so you don't attrition like Billio. Gee, which one of you... None of you are that great at sieging. But we'll start sieging Montgomery, because I imagine that's where they're going to want to attack me at, because it's a little bit harder to defend. Primarily because it's a hill. That's level 8 forts. That's a level 8 fort, but the one in London isn't. That doesn't make much sense to me, but what are you going to do? So here are some troops. They still don't have huge quantities of any troops anywhere. About 160,000 troops collectively that's in there, maybe a smidge more. Come on, separatist sentiment, stop being rude. There's no way you should be rolling this many considering the amount of overextension we have is barely over 100. That's what causes all the the rebellions that we deal with. Heidelberg, you're going to get smacked, but I don't have a huge number of troops down here anymore. Luckily, I have enough. Where else are revolts likely to happen? Georgia and the Ottomans. Well, move you guys up north a little bit then. Actually, change plan. Do that instead. And that way you guys can stay in this area. We have a lot more manpower than the last time we had an escalation of rebellions, though. So hopefully it won't be too bad. And we are so far ahead on tech, we should definitely be doing that and blowing the walls of this fort. And technically we could run through here if we want. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to do that. Run through, but I'm not going to. Just gonna wait because I don't want to get outnumbered. And it's very easy when we can't really reinforce here, but they can. Could throw some mercs, I guess, down in Dorset, but I'd rather not do that. That sounds like money, and yes, I know we definitely have the budget for it, but just because we have the money doesn't mean we want to spend it. Also, can we win this 78% roll, please? It's very rude that it's taking this long. There we go. London has been sieged. So that means these 4 stacks should probably go in and... Well, that's farmlands. We're definitely going to do that. You can move into Kent. You can move into Glamorgan. Naval battle will now ensue. Surprised that the British don't have better naval stats than that, but I'm not going to complain. And we're just going to smack a couple of stacks while we're at it and move our navy up to Tyne, because that's the next fort we'll be dealing with. Start moving some of the stacks over there now. Don't need to move them all. But I want to move a lot of them nearby. There we go. Because we don't want to leave anything exposed. Because, yeah, here are some troops I couldn't see before. Revolt in Ankara. Please go bop that. It's only 38,000. That's not too many troops. Considering it's quite a high development area, that's not bad at all. Could technically reach you, couldn't I? Do I really want to bop you first? I probably should. Where are you going? York? That's a farmland as well, but I'm going to consolidate you temporarily. I'm going to go mash this stack. You're going to move north because there's a lot more troops here than I initially saw. Yeah, this group should now get smacked. Full stack wipe. Delicious. That's a marsh, that's woods, so I'd really rather not attack either of them if I can, but that's also woods. I guess no matter where I go, it's going to be some type of wooded penalty, so I'm going to wait for you to move. Then see if I can snag them. Okay, perfect, they moved to York. And I don't think they're going to go to its defense. No, they didn't. They let it stack wipe. That's beautiful. I can't catch them on time. Okay, that's fine. So now we'll start sieging this out. To do that, spread these out again. I want to reduce the amount of attrition that we're going to suffer. 50k stack is kind of trapped down here in southwestern Wales. Let's check on our friendlies. What are they up to? Well, they haven't been opposed yet. It's going to be a big load of attrition, but I don't want to split them up because I'm not paying a huge amount of attention down there, right? Again, we can pierce the wall of that siege. There you go. There's no difference between doing it with artillery versus doing it with the navy. It's just sometimes you have one option, sometimes you don't. Depends on how many troops you have. Revolt in cars. Well, let's drive over there and deal with it. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we're pretty safe to start, start just waiting for our next completed fort. They're down to 302,000 troops and no manpower. So I wonder if they're going to start recruiting mercenaries. Only time shall tell, right? Oh, the Siege of Montgomery's done, which means we can dogpile this stack on this conveniently in the grasslands too. Siege of Katsina is done. Go next door to Kano, another level 8 fort. So the random African holdings are defended better than the mainland. Riddle me that one. And stat wipe. I wasn't sure that was going to be a stat wipe, honestly, but very glad that it was. Ooh, Bavaria has... Interesting. Very interesting. So hypothetically, if there wasn't a coalition, we could attack Bavaria and beat up Bohemia at the same time, if only. If only we had no coalition. But we do, so... You know, that's a moment. And now we play the waiting game. We're making a lot of money just sitting in these provinces too and pillaging them. They're worth a lot of loot. I guess that's what happens when there's quite a lot of development. Having said that, compared to a lot of the Central European provinces, these aren't worth that much. They've been slacking. Been busy dealing with colonies, I guess, so... How dare they? Oh, who just joined the coalition? I didn't mean to click off that. Somebody just joined the coalition against us. I wonder who it was. I have no idea. Probably the Ottomans or something. Something irrelevant, I'm sure. Nope, the Siege of Kano is over, and we can go bop this British stack while we're at it. So that's a best of both worlds. They have a 3-star general there, 6431. It's not going to help him, though. Yeah, he is absolutely toast. Siege of Northumberland is toast, speaking of which. Let's go sit in the Irish Sea. It'd be a bit chilly, but you know what I mean. And then you're going to come up here. You two can go like that. And then you're going to move there. You can then move... actually, we'll leave that as it is for now. We'll let everything move up. Nice stack wipe there. Same old, same old. And essentially, they're just taking all their troops and fleeing further and further north with them. Yeah, stat wipe. Stat wipe's the name of the game. I haven't seen any other stacks of troops, so maybe I can split up. I'm not going to risk it. I don't even need to blow that fort up, it's fine. I'm in no rush down there. We should probably split these guys up a bit though, so we're not attritioning unnecessarily. Perfect, so now if they want to cross over from Ireland to England, or Scotland, they have to cross into a stack and get the crossing penalty. I don't see it happening. Yeah, they're down to 222,000 men. When you get stack wiped, I think you do get some of the men back, so because they've essentially just ran away. Ajami rebels will probably spawn in this area, so I think we'll be okay. I'll move up to Mosul, just so I'm kind of halfway between Iraq and Ajam. And again, we start playing the waiting game. Because they sure don't want to attack me because I have too many troops nearby. Why are you two sat together? What are you doing? Get a stack in there. Dum-dums. Growth of a regimental town. Beautiful. I've already forgotten which one it is, not that it matters. You enjoy being regimental. Your city is ready. Okay, cool. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess our navy is so big that they are just plain terrified of engaging in any way. Which then, it does make me wonder, should I have now split that into 2 stacks? Is that a waste having a stack that big? I don't really know. Not sure. Ooh, alarm went off. 7 o'clock my time. Don't need to worry about that right now, though. Yeah, now I think we'll split it up, because I still haven't seen any sign of them coming to the aid of any of the forts that I've taken. So I'm guessing we're safe. They have managed to get 100,000 troops up here, but still not worried. Where did that happen? A little bit further away from where I thought it was going to be, but I made an okay guess. I could just check where it was going to happen, but that's not very fun. Really? I have to take that route around to get to you? I mean, I guess we'll do it. Where are you running away to? Okay, well I can't reach that, so I'm just going to ignore you and go for a Baloney instead. Because the problem with sieging out Benin is that it's on the coast. I don't have any ships here, so I'll get penalized essentially when I'm trying to deal with that one. So, boo. Boo indeed. Siege of Perth is done. So I'm going to suggest we do... Well, it's hills or highlands, you get the same penalty against both, so... Those two are going to come together. I still need to keep a stack in Ayrshire, though, so you're going to be it. Where are you running away to? Sutherland? So you're not coming to defend and help them. So we're going to pursue you instead, then. Beautiful. Another stack wipe. We can split our troops up again so we don't eat a ton of attrition. And you're going to try and escape and you're not going to have a chance. Oh dear, a general over in a place that I forgot even had troops has died. Don't care. That's fine for now. That's definitely a stack wipe. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so they're down to 126,000 troops. We already have 59% war score. New Providence this time around isn't suffering with rebels, so they will not just peace out. Just out of curiosity, I know it's at 59% war score. They're essentially at 67, so they are very, very ready to get out of this. But they are not getting out of it yet. We're going to start sieging. We're going to send a lot of troops over there because I want to get that siege done ASAP. Because once this is gone, the floodgates will open. So let's burst through that. Yeah, it goes from minus 64 to minus 35 to minus 7 very quickly. Well, yes, weird again. Ulster, level 8 fort. The capital, level 3 fort. Okay. You do you, I guess. Take a nice sip of my pumpkin ale while we wait. Yeah, this is turning into a bit of a curb stomp. Really, our only challenge is going to be ensuring that Russia's aggressive expansion doesn't get so big that they can join a coalition against us. They're at minus 31 right now. If they hadn't taken all of Scandinavia, it wouldn't be that big a deal, but because they did, Yeah. They're going to join coalitions very willingly because, well, it's based on proximity, right? Okay, let's get all those stacks going. Thank you for the free trade ship that's just been mashed together. I don't even want to deal with man. That sounds like a lot of work. Am I going to end up capping my admin points before the end of this? I think I am. Do I want to make another state? Is there anything here that... I mean, Flanders probably wouldn't make a bad state. Flemish group? Sure. Might as well, so we don't hit our limit. Oh, another military leader died. I'll replace this one because he's in the active combat zone. Wow, he got replaced with a pretty poor leader, but it's fine. We don't need any of Scotland to form Rome. That's why I'm not prioritizing taking this land. It's not necessary. I am sitting on it, though, to pillage it because I'm rude. Yeah, Britain just doesn't have enough troops to do anything at this point, so that's why they're not engaging any of my stacks. Even this open one with no military leader, which they could totally take on with their best general, but they don't want to. And who can blame them? This is the only other level 8 fort on the island, so we'll go take our navy over to help with it. They've already burst the walls, so... Yep. Desmond's already getting completed. Sligo's already been completed. And then, oh, you know, Donegal should be any time now. There it is, right on cue. In fact, I might take these and just bop this stack of troops as soon as this completes. Can't do shit. We can't do it straight away, so let's just not worry about it right now. We have to wait for Limerick to be completed anyway. It's probably why they put them there. Gonna quickly run around, see if I can snipe you and come back. He'll probably just hide, but maybe I'll get lucky. Yeah, they did. They just hid. It's because they're hiding in man. And I really, really don't want to have to take that. I don't remember. I doubt man is needed as part of Rome. Yeah, no, it's not. They never made it there. Okay. Well, we're at 70% war score now. It's going to keep ticking because we have London. What's their effective peace score? 93. So yeah, so they're pretty much done and dusted. Having said that, it's crazy to me that they are almost completely fully sieged, and yet none of their colonies have any intention of escaping. Baffling to me. I'm just very surprised by that. Anybody who played this game in the first few years after it came out, before the major balance tweak on colonies, would just be like, what is wrong with this game? Because they used to try and run away if you looked at them funny. Now, not so much. The other thing I need to keep a tab on, Portugal. Peace treaty until August 1775. Okay, so we're still fine. I just have to keep that in mind. We need to wrap this up probably within the next game year, so that we have a chance to get all our troops down there. Siege of Abomey's done, so now I can go smack their stack. And at that point, we'll put our stacks back together, because they have no other forts down here, other than the one in Benin, which is going to take an eternity to take, but I'm going to try to do it. Yeah, there's their stack wipe. There are most of their ships. I do definitely want to try and take as many of their troops out as we can. Oh no! That's actually really annoying. So, our Doge just died. He was a 453. He's only 42. The guy before lived to like 70. Yeah, who was righteous and a lawgiver. So that's terrible. And his beloved family member is only a 321. Ew. That sucks. Okay, well, what do we want most points in? Because next admin group is an ideas group. What idea group are we even going to want? We really need to take an idea group that gives us admin options, because we can get free policies. So that's a no for religious, that's sure, but that's not really what I meant to do. So looking at what idea group we potentially even want. Because there's no point getting court ideas at this stage of the game. It makes no sense. None of these really make sense at this stage. Unless I wanted to go for max promoted cultures, but, I mean, meh. If you're going to go human, you should go early to get the cheaper ideas, so that's clearly not going to be it. We're not going to go mercenary ideas. Naval ideas, I mean, would give us better ships, but we already have the best ships by a mile, so I'm not worried about that. I don't think plutocratic ideas are very good. I still don't think they're very good. So we what? Defensive ideas? Well, if we do that, that won't give us an admin policy to use, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. I think we'll end up going defensive, which means we're going to be piling more points into military, but we already have the tech. So, I mean, in terms of our options, we definitely don't go for a Diplo person. I guess we'll go for a military candidate. Ugh, you hate going back to a 114. Why does Portugal want open borders with us? Absolutely not. Do that. Make sure Cork is covered. Getting a vibration in my pocket, which means my phone's going off. I'll check that afterwards. He got a good trade, cheaper construction, but I mean, we have more money than we can say, you know, shake a stick at, so that's not really that pertinent. 11,000 troops in a revolt. You gotta be having a laugh. Please complete the siege of Limerick, please. Like everything else is waiting for you. Please. Oh, you biscuit. We're up to 71%. We're at the point where the siege of Benin might finish. Well, Benin, I guess. Before this is done. Please hurry up. We've run out of outraged countries to target. Okay. Do threatening and more with our allies then, I guess. Okay, finally the siege of Limerick is done, and we are going to go and dogpile them. $300,000 troops. I think there's enough troops there. Okay, spread these about so we don't attrition like Billy-O. Ooh, victory! We got 50 military points and, yeah, less decay on our army and navy tradition. Not a big deal. Well, we did complete the siege of Benin. That's funny. So up to 83% war score. I don't see the point in this going on any longer because essentially they're going to give us pretty close to 100%, I suspect, anyway. So what do we want? Well, we definitely want Calais. Like, 100% we want Calais. It's only 4.4 aggressive expansion. This is going to start getting pretty painful pretty quickly. If I do this... and then that's 77 aggressive expansion, I'm sure. Can I see the Russian flag in here? I don't see Russia in that list. What if I do that? Still no? There they are. So if I take this out, then they end up wanting to join the coalition. But if I do this, they don't. It's 95. It's just a shade over 100% overextension. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet on that. And then I do want to try and keep them in a peace treaty. Probably not the whole way. I probably don't need to do that. How long does this make you go into a peace treaty for? 1787. That's probably slightly longer than I want, actually. So, if I get rid of the give up claims, what does that set you to? 1785? Okay. I don't want their peace treaty to be too long, because then I'm going to have to wait forever to take more land. Which is not in the plan. We don't have a ton of time before the game ends. We're up to 378 provinces. It's pretty tasty. We're getting there. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be really close before the game ends. And we may have to make some pretty brazen decisions, I think, by the end. So we have an absolute buttload of troops here. We do not need them all. I think these 3 stacks... I don't think we need 3. I think 2 stacks will do. So everybody else, I'm going to get you to move down to London. And then we're going to pick you all up from there, because it'll give you a chance to stratify out a bit to reduce attrition. Okay, perfect. So we've got a lot more land now. This will hopefully curtail a little bit of the English presence in really just ruining our day across the board. But yeah, we're going to have to keep going to war with them to prevent them joining the coalition at this point. We'll deal with the ramifications of this next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed and give it the old likers. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.